Another season, another opportunity to laugh at Manchester United 2-2 against Grimsby Town FC in the Carabao Cup, 12-11 on penalties. I can't believe in my lifetime I'm actually saying this about Manchester United, but here we are today. I honestly am shocked, but to be honest, when you look at Manchester United, it's expected of them. They just keep going on a downward spiral and they just somehow keep getting worse and worse, and you have to think to yourself, when is it going to end? And to be honest with you, I hope it never does end, and I hope we get even more opportunities like this to laugh at Manchester United, because my God, they are so bad. These guys are trash. All of these players, the club, the manager, every single one of those people are trash. I mean, Onana, a lot of people have talked about how bad he is, and he's bad, but he's more than bad. He's absolutely garbage. I mean, for God's sake, the first goal, to be beaten on your near post, ridiculous. And then to come out from off your line on the second goal and not even be able to punch the ball away. I mean, this guy has got Bayern playing ahead of him. If you got Bayern playing ahead of you, you are horrible. And this guy is absolutely rubbish. I mean, I don't know how much money Manchester United bought for him, and people were saying this was the guy to replace David De Gea. Yeah, you guys have wasted so much money. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then they got the back three of Aiden Heaven, Harry Maguire, Fredrickson, and to be honest with you, Harry Maguire is the one player that's saving your club. Imagine Harry Maguire, the guy that United fans used to give so much of a bollocking against, had to give you a goal so you could take it to penalties. But you guys didn't even deserve to get into penalties, to be honest with you, because with this formation, with these tactics, it's mind-boggling how these guys haven't been able to beat a team that's League 2, played their rotation team that are 4th in League 2, and honestly had no chance of hell in actually winning against Manchester United. No one even thought that it was possible that they would be able to do this. And for God's sake, it was on the 27th of August. The transfer window isn't even done. We haven't even got into September yet, and already Manchester United are out of a competition and literally are only in the Premier League and the FA Cup, but I don't give them a chance in hell in any of those two competitions anyway. I mean, they're not going anything, and if they want to go on about playing one game a week, it's absolutely disgusting, it's pathetic, and it's absolutely dreadful. I mean, all of these players, Diallo, I know a lot of people praise him and I think he's an alright player, but he was absolutely garbage this game. And Mbeumo, when he came on, he managed to get a goal for them, but for God's sake, in that penalty, like, it's just unfortunate that he was the guy that had to miss his penalty essentially. I mean, to go 12-11 on penalties, I have to think to myself, as a goalkeeper, right? And I know I'm going back to Onana, but he's literally butterfingers. This guy is butterfingers. The guy doesn't have any strong grip in his hands at all to push the ball away. It's like any time the ball gets shot against him, especially if he gets a hand on it, it will just like, it's so flimsy, you'll just let it go inside the goal. I mean, this guy is just trash. I mean, I could go on so much more about Onana, but he's so garbage. And then a lot of people were complaining again about Kobbie Mainoo and how he's not getting enough game time and whether or not he should move to a different club. Listen, whether you want to praise him or like him or dislike him, he was I don't think he was that good in this game. I thought there were a lot of shots throughout the entire team, especially from Kobbie Mainoo. They were shooting it to Rose. I mean, they could barely get shots on goal against Grimsby Town, which is nuts. And like that attack that these guys have been talking about, this great £200 million attack of Cunha, Sesko, Mbeumo. I mean, these guys, other than Mbeumo, who managed to get a goal, but that's still not good enough. I mean, the only time I saw Cunha on the pitch was when he was trying to get players up on their feet when they were trying to show an injury. That's the only time I see this guy come on, like on screen, because every time a Grimsby player went down on the ground, Cunha was always there to bring them up or argue with the ref or something like that. Like, and to be honest with you, look, you gotta do more than what I've seen. Like that, a lot of teams were trying to get you last season and you chose United, but yeah, man, I don't know what to say. And let's talk about one of my favorites, Benjamin Sesko. This was a guy that was linked to Arsenal. Now I can say Benjamin Sesko because I know this guy is supposed to be the heir to Erling Haaland or something like that, but for God's sake, this guy did nothing the whole game. He did a bicycle kick that went nowhere. I mean, yeah, you can come up with all the tactics you want about how he needs to be at the end and how maybe the other players aren't giving enough chances, but as a player, you need to carry the ball forward and do something yourself. And this guy, against League 2 Grimsby Town is doing nothing. I mean, forget talking about Gyökeres. You need fancy to lay off Gyökeres. Don't worry about what Gyökeres is doing. Follow what Sesko is doing. Follow about that guy. Yeah, it might be a few games, but against Grimsby Town and to be completely ineffective, it's absolutely ridiculous. Ugarte, I mean, I don't know about that guy. And when Bruno Fernandes came on, why didn't United take 100 million for this guy? I'm still struggling to see why they didn't take the money, and why didn't Bruno Fernandes himself just leave the club? I mean, why do you want to tarnish your career even more? I mean, looking at United, if they're playing like this throughout the season, then these guys could really get relegated. I'm serious. I mean, Manchester United, the big bad Manchester United from, you know, the Fergie era or whatever, yeah, that's gone. That's forever gone. And the more the years go by, the more it sinks and sinks and sinks more for Manchester United. And Ruben Amorim, my God, this guy, it's quite clear to see that Gyökeres was the guy that was saving his career at Sporting Lisbon. Gyökeres made his career. I said it, yeah. Gyökeres made Ruben Amorim's career at Sporting, because Gyökeres was the guy scoring 100 goals in 2 seasons. That's what Gyökeres was doing. And yeah, maybe Amorim was there for a bit longer or whatever, but like, whatever you done at Sporting and whatever you're trying to do now, because here's the thing, right? How could you be that much of a coward not to stand up when the penalties are taking place or show your face, especially when there were times during the game when players had drinks breaks or something? He was barely getting off his seat. I mean, the one time the camera did show him, he was trying to do something with his board of tactics. I mean, what tactics, what formation, what system, how what do you need to beat Grimsby Town? You don't need to do this high class tactic stuff. You just need to put faith in those players on the pitch to get the job done. And that's the thing with some of these managers, like, it's so ridiculous why some of these managers try to do these mad tactics and try to do these systems and be so stubborn, and you just sometimes need to say to them, listen man, just let the guys be free and play. And if your tactics aren't going to work against Grimsby Town, what the hell are you going to do in the Premier League or any other team in general? And after the game, in this press conference where he talks about having to change 22 players or whatever, like, he was being very subliminal, but from my point of view, he's a manager that's done at Manchester United. He ain't got the minerals, and I'm saying that as an Arsenal fan. This team don't have the minerals, and I'm happy for that. You know what, Abram? Please stay long enough to change your team and get your 22 players and do whatever, right? Spend another 200 million in January and let's see what happens there. But honestly, I look at Manchester United and it's so funny just to see how so many people are going crazy, especially online. And bear in mind, right, I saw De Ligt doing overlapping runs. De Ligt, he's a centre back. I mean, what crazy tactics are you trying to do? Who are you trying to fool? Like, and even Sesko, before I forget, the guy was 10th in the penalty takings. How are you 10th? You're a striker. You're meant to be the main guy. You're done for 70 to 80 million points. So, how are you going 10th in the penalty taking? Like, and don't come to me about the manager said this or the manager said that. Nah, man. I'm not taking this nonsense. He should have been way ahead. And especially, oh God, I mean, Mason Mount, Zertsky. I mean, Zertsky was trying to fight off the pitch, but like, it was absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I just wanted to say credit to Grimsby. They've done really well. This is probably the greatest match in their whole club's history. And yeah, Manchester United absolutely in the mud. And they're looking like they can be relegated if they keep playing like this. And if I were the Manchester United board, then after Burnley, when the international break comes, I think they've got to be looking for another manager, honestly. But I hope they don't. I hope they keep Amorim and they try to make some excuse of trying to create stability or whatever. But to be honest with you, I don't know how much more worse you can get, but you can get even worse. I think it's definitely possible. I mean, yeah, Manchester United, man. Anyhow, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to, I don't know, I'm just shocked. I'm really just shocked. But anyhow, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. And let's focus on some bigger teams like Arsenal against Liverpool this weekend. That's going to be a big one. But anyhow, please like and subscribe.